Welcome to Ann Arbor. Programs in college football, and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Jayhawks will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense on first down. Give to the back. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Still on his feet at the 40. Oh, look out! He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten is kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
And the D deny them on second and goal. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And he'll be brought down. Lining up. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's going to go for a big one. He's got it on the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He needed to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, the defense just spent a whole lot of energy, too. That was a long play. That developed and took time, and they were pursuing, and they weren't able to get him initially. So you got dudes huffing and puffing and sucking wind, and this offense all of a sudden down close to your...
Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He's into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by 2. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now.
Those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Looking for a huge play. Brings it in down the left side. The expressway is wide open. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Michigan. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. He's looking to throw. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding them. Nice catch.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Unloads it left. He makes a catch, finding open areas. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And the sticky fingers makes that 2-point conversion decision a good one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw if guys are open vertically down the field.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their use. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ojabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Touchdown, Michigan! How about the special teams coming up with a huge play?
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the 1st quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team out there getting set. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. At the 35, he's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And stick him to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on run.
And the ball is picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
That's caught. It's Moore. Finding more yards with the spin move. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
Now it's second and goal. Touchdown Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they can take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Thompson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball down. You already more, you got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Got his man quickly. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
He's looking to throw it. Puts him in the spin cycle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him?
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Jayhawks. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to see if they can score the deuce. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might lofts one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown.
The fake, and he wants to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The Kansas offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
And that one's way.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially.
Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Ball State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, getting some heat. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. He wants to go deep. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Oh, he's looking to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Flips it out to the back. At the 35, he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Wants to pass. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it. Here's the return from inside his 10. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And a sack all the way back at the 5. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Just plowing down the field. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to get in the end zone again. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
What a a day. His third rushing touchdown. You got your college fantasy football team going. This guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Snapped it in the shotgun. They're bringing heat. Now improvising. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the two-point try. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll be able to snap it once more before the end of the half. He wants to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you throw it to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Michigan 58, Kansas 26.
They're just about ready to kick it away.
Number 99, set to kick it away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback, who makes a sure tackle. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
And that's a 1st down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Now adjusting. The sure hands. It's Thompson. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Now on 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. He finds his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
this is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
It's complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pressure coming. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Kansas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll line up to go for 2. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He's going to bring it out from deep. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Kansas offense returns to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Steps away. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. At the 20, he's got space. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Michigan! How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. A first down for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity.
And the blitz gets to him just like that. And the Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They ran it on first down, now on second.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David.
Got a lot of running room. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverine. And the stomping has commenced.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not... that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 80, Kansas 33.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. He'll try to get it through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's got it, and they convert. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. Quickly complete. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Jayhawks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that. Flying up.
And it's picked off at the goal line. Past the 50, the 40. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Buckley. Touchdown, Michigan! And the route is on.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw.
And he breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The offense down to the 22 on first and 10. He's going to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
You didn't think it could any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Fires to the tight end. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They'll throw it on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off play action on first down. Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd and 10 here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Finds his target down the middle. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. The 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. That pass not Moses. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. That last completion has him set up, second and short. Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. It's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to go up top on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the pummeling has started.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day.